How's it going, guys? So I wanted to make a video talking about why I decided to play a healer in Final Fantasy XIV, but not only that, why I've decided to stick with a healer in Final Fantasy XIV, and why I think you guys might, if you are new to this game, enjoy playing a healer as well. Now, this is basically going to be why to play a healer, I suppose, is going to be the main topic of this. However, this video isn't only aimed at new players or people who haven't played a healer in this game, because I am going to be sharing some of my experiences as well while playing this, and I'd also love to hear from you guys who already play a healer or who have played Final Fantasy XIV for a long time. Get in the comments and share with me the reasons why you personally would play a healer class, or anyone who is not a healer, why do you play the role that you do play? If you're a tank, why do you like to play a tank? If you are a DPS, then why do you like to play DPS? Share in the comments, and of course, if you are new to the channel and you do enjoy this video, then make sure to subscribe as well. And if you do enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, because it's really quick and easy to do, and it does really help the video get out to others as well. Anyway, why did I play a healer in Final Fantasy XIV? Why do I still play a healer in Final Fantasy XIV? And why do I think you should play as a healer in Final Fantasy XIV, at least at some point when you do play? So my first reason why I love playing a healer is if that tank's driving you insane, you can just... No, I'm just kidding. So no, the first reason why I love playing a healer so much is because you get to be the person that gets to save everyone's life. Now, that might sound a bit stupid, but in my opinion, being the person that everyone's relying on for keeping themselves nice and healthy, once the tank has done everything they can in the terms of damage mitigation, they really have to put some faith in their healer, and they really have to have some trust that you're going to keep them alive, because without you, the whole team is going to fall apart, and that whole team is going to wipe in a raid. Now, this may sound like a lot of pressure, but personally, I really enjoy knowing that you can basically control whether you get through that raid or whether you don't. Now, of course, don't get me wrong, I am not saying that whether you pass a raid or whether you don't is completely in your hands, because it's absolutely not. Everything is a team effort. You're going to need your DPSs, you're going to need your tank, you're going to need you as a healer. However, you do play a massive part, and it is incredibly rewarding knowing that you've managed to get through this raid that you've never done before even, and you've managed to heal through it with mechanics coming that you've never even known about, and it's just a really good feeling knowing that you've succeeded and kept everybody alive. An example of this is when I first did the naval trial. Now, this is something that's fairly early on. However, being a healer in this was incredibly exciting for me. There was a lot of new mechanics. It was the first time I've seen a sort of boss fight where there was mechanics that will just wipe you. People were falling off the edge of the cliff and dying. People were getting stuck in rocks, and being that person that can bring someone back from nearly dead all the way back to full life in one instant, and getting everyone through that freaking trial that none of us has ever done, was incredibly rewarding. And I feel like it's something that gets you hooked on this class, and it's something that I think a lot of people that haven't tried healer would probably really enjoy. The second reason that I probably recommend a lot of people do play healer, and something that I am incredibly grateful for when I finally changed my Arcanist into a Scholar, was the dramatically reduced queue time. As an Arcanist, I was waiting probably between 15-20 minutes for a queue sometimes, and on off-peak it was literally coming up for like 25-minute plus. Now, it's not too bad because you can queue and do other stuff as well. However, as soon as I changed into a Scholar at level 30, queue times were instant. I don't think I ever waited longer than 10 seconds at one point, and that was such a change, and it's something that is incredibly amazing for time saving. If you are someone who doesn't get to play for hours and hours on end each day, like myself, then having a class that will get an instant queue time is absolutely incredible. You're going to be able to save so much time on queuing up for stuff. You're going to be able to jump on, do your daily roulette straight away without having to worry about how long am I going to have to wait, do I have time for this, and you'll pretty much be that person that everyone stood around waiting for, just waiting for you to hit that queue button, and then suddenly the party's finished. So if you are someone who doesn't like waiting and watching that queue timer go up, play a healer, because you will not ever probably see the queue timer past like the 3-minute mark, unless later on, which I've not quite got to yet, it does change for some reason, but I don't really see that happening, as I feel like a lot more people are playing DPS and tank than they are as healer. But I could be wrong, so correct me if I am. However, we will see that once I get further into the game, and hopefully it doesn't change, because it's just really convenient. The next thing that I wanted to mention isn't probably going to be for everybody, but it's probably going to be what sets aside the people who don't really enjoy playing healer from people who really like love this class style. And what I'm talking about is basically how busy the class is going to be. Now, it may not seem busy just in the way of setting off your abilities, because you're still going to have the same global cooldown as other people. Of course, you've got your off global cooldown abilities as well. However, it is going to change depending on which job you are playing. But as a healer, there's a lot more stuff you're going to be thinking about. You're going to want to be able to predict what's going to happen probably in the next 5 to 10 seconds of the fight. Because when you're in a situation where you don't know exactly what's about to happen next, you never know when your team's about to lose pretty much 80% of its health in one big sweep. Now, if you aren't ready for that, and you don't have your instacast ready, or if you don't have anything to sort of keep the people that you need to keep up to full health, then there's going to be problems. And of course, you still need to be focusing on DPS as well, so you need to be managing your resources, managing your time, and using your abilities at the right time as well. This sort of leads into the future of when you do know the fight. If you do know the fight, then you're going to be planning ahead, knowing this is what's going to happen next, so I'll use this ability for now and make sure this one's ready. Otherwise, if you use an ability, say your AoE heal, but you've used it maybe 2 seconds too soon, and people take a big massive hit and you no longer have that heal that you need, you could run into some pretty big issues, and that could make your life a hell of a lot more difficult. And obviously, planning ahead, knowing what's about to happen, and being able to think, right, this is when to use this and this is when to use that, just makes it all feel like it comes together very smoothly. When you finally figure out what's the best rotation to do at this point in a fight, it's going to feel absolutely great, because you have worked something out, you know what works, and you basically keep everything running nice and smoothly. Not only that, if you are the sort of person who can plan ahead and can think about what needs to happen next, this is going to help you maximize the DPS you can push out as well, because everybody knows a healer really does need to get involved in the DPS as well. And this is just something that I really enjoy in MMOs. I love being able to have to think really quickly, be able to react to different sort of things. Say if someone catches a special attack from a boss that really they shouldn't have done, but you know, it happens sometimes, then you need to be able to react to that and adjust to it very quickly to stop that person from dying. So basically, long story short, is playing a healer really does sort of reward you for planning ahead and knowing the fight that you're in very well. But it also pushes you to be very quick on your feet in situations where you may not be as experienced, and you do have to adjust really quickly to certain situations when things just don't go as planned, because even though you may have a plan all the way down to the end of the fight, things just doesn't always go that way. Someone may, like I say, lag out or catch something that they probably shouldn't have caught, and you now have to sort of adjust to that and make sure everybody survives the fight. But that is something that probably, like I said, separates the people who really love this class and the people who don't. Because if you are someone who just loves to have to make decisions on the fly, be quick on the feet, and just basically pay attention to everything that's going on all at once, paying attention to what your allies are doing, as well as what you're doing with your DPS rotations, then this class is probably for you. So if the fast queue times and the huge sense of reward isn't enough for you to play, then hopefully this is the sort of thing that would interest you in it as well. Anyway, like I said, I am fully aware that this is not for everybody. Not everybody is going to want to play as a healer. Maybe you'd prefer to just be the person up front, getting all the hits taken to your face from the big massive boss. Or maybe you want to be the person stood back, dealing out as much damage as you can. But if you are looking at thinking about being a healer, hopefully this video has helped you figure out whether you think it will suit you or not. And if it has, then give it a shot, and I hope you really enjoy it. However, that does bring us to the end of the video, and of course if you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like so it gets suggested to other people who maybe don't know that they really want to play healer as well just yet. And also, of course, if you are new to my channel and you do enjoy these sort of videos, then make sure to subscribe, because I will be making more things like this in the future. I'll probably cover tank and also DPS once I've got a bit more experience on those as well. However, I do need to spend a little bit more time playing this game before I've got to that point. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later guys.